Well, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope it went well for you. I hope you're over your hangover now that it is, I think today would be the 3rd. Yes, because I'm actually not here right now. I'm at a wedding today. I'm recording this a couple weeks ahead of time in preparation for said weekend, said wedding, New Year's. I'm going to be busy over the holiday period. But for those of you who missed my plans for 2025, one of the things I said was I'm going to just very, very slightly, every now and then, branch outside of the hip-hop umbrella. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to start with this one. Magdalena Bay, Imaginal Disk. Haven't heard it, but my goodness, everyone was just going bonkers over it when it came out. I remember watching Kevin just lose his mind. Not during the reaction, but he actually had these two sit down with him and Connor at their house. Well, turning the tables is like legit interviewing artists, man. It's awesome. It's so cool. But something that's really neat about Kevin is we got to visit him and his family, him and Connor a couple years ago. And it was so fun because that guy he loves music. Like it oozes out of him, basically. And the last night they had us over for dinner and he was, I don't even remember how it came out, but at one point he just hands my son a guitar and he's like, okay, here, hold this riff and like strum. And like they just started jamming together. Like, it's just so fun. And so to see Kevin get so excited over this album tells me there's something special here. Now, I have no idea what's coming, which is kind of nice. I've prepped the 3 music videos. They all look pretty odd, so I'm expecting something different. But yeah, I've never heard anything from these two before. Yeah, so I guess that's all I have to say. That my opening thoughts are just giant question mark and excited Kevin. That's it. I've started a new format. Where I do the music reaction or the video reactions first. I found that one with album rollouts, I'm not good at doing single reactions, and so it just kind of helps me catch up on the rollout. Plus, it lets me settle into the sound a little bit before doing the album. And then 2, I do this for Patreon. This is like part of the Patreon exclusive, so it's a way to like tease Patreon a little bit. Like, hey, if you want to see something more. Of course, Patreon's $2. Music video reactions, MP3s, uncut, no ads, so on. Let's drop into it. Now, I have set up the music videos for the order in which they released. So this is kind of like their rollout for Imaginal Disk. This first track is called Death and Romance. I only saw 3 videos. Of course. Yes, that makes perfect sense. It's so clear now. Okay. Well, now I have an idea of what to expect going into the album. Wow, that was a trip. Faux show. Super fun though. Okay, here's the album. I believe the producers. It's Mica and Matthew who are Magdalena Bay. I'm assuming they're just producers on everything. Yeah. Okay. Lots of questions from the music videos. We'll see if lyrically we could pull something down. I'm going to assume that the lyrics are somehow relating to the story that's being told in the music videos. I have no idea. But we got 15 songs at about 54 minutes, which is a cool little balance there. So let's drop in. Fun videos, great sound. Looking forward to this album big time. Now, track 1 is called She Looked Like Me, Magdalena Bay, Imaginal Disk. Here we go.
Hello.
Ha.
Down the line, over the waves. 2 kids and a military. Turn the town, change the name. La love, born to marry. Cross the hearts, crossing the earth.
Wow.
Yeah, then a baby's carried, grows up young, screams and grams. Bang bang, and it's customary.
Oh, that swelling synth coming in.
Hang the word over the hearth. 5 more for the house of many.
Whoa.
That berserk. Let love burn up steady. Careless ghost singing his name. Let's go, turns Mr. Rain. That's his curse. That's my name. He sings up to the moon unchained.
Wow.
And she felt like a dream.
Wow. I kind of like that, like, distant, almost screaming vocal that supported that right there. Wow. What? So I wanna pause here, even though there's only a minute left. I think the way the production falls out right there, and then she wrapped her around my neck, and I felt love, and it kind of goes, bah. The way the beat was coming in, it sounded like it was like in a drop type of a thing, but the way it slows down, it's almost like a drug hit, like this wave of love. What's going on? What's that sound? Oh, my fucking phone going bonkers. Sorry. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. I barely heard it over the headphones. So the way it hits, and it like, whoa, it feels like a wave, and I think that's on purpose. So I just wanted to talk about that real quick, and then we'll finish it up here. And then, sorry, I got distracted with my... Wow. This is cool sound, man. I think I'm gonna have fun trying to figure this out too. Okay, let's go through the lyrics. There is a summary up here, and I don't want to read it. I don't want to read that. I started to glance at it. I don't want to. Down the line, over the waves, 2 kids and a military turn their tongue, change their name, the love born to marry. Cross their hearts, crossing the earth. 1 year, then a baby's carried, grows up young, screams at graves. So initially I thought this is 2 people who are getting married, and then, you know, obviously there's a baby, and then the screaming at the grave is because maybe the child dies or one of them dies. Hang the war over the hearth. It's like, I think of like, you know, your rifle or something like that over the fireplace. 5 more in a house of many. Argentine Fabergé, which is an egg, which they're often used as a metaphor for something waiting to undergo a metamorphosis. Okay. Okay. Okay, so then it just talks about how... Okay, anyway. Doesn't really talk about much. Honestly, in my opinion there. It says a lot of stuff, but... Kid hears ghosts singing his name. Are they saying this is a reference to kids see ghosts? Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Likes gun and his pistol ready. That's his curse. That's my name. He sings up to the moon, unchaining. I want to click this one. See, it's all like speculation, which is fine. The band members' family fled to Argentina during World War II. Being of Jewish descent, they fled the Nazi-occupied home to across the ocean. Down the line, can refer to front lines. Okay, so again, this is all like these are all unreviewed annotations, essentially. Although that perspective does make sense. Turn their tongue, change their names, meaning you get rid of your accent. Change your name so people don't figure out where you're from, who you actually are. Cross their hearts, okay, that makes a lot of sense. I agree with that. I mean, it still said like, you know, unreviewed or whatever, but that does kind of make sense. Especially if it's she looked like me, like maybe was her name Mica? Maybe she's like looking at a picture of her grandmother at, you know, in her early 20s when they escape. and going, oh my God, I look just like her, type of a thing. Grows up young, screams at graves, bang, bang, and it's customary, ordinary. This makes sense. This makes sense. If maybe she's like thinking about her grandma's life or something. Now I'm going to read the summary. In a Reddit AMA, the duo remarks that the opening track is funnily inspired by the duo's family members with specific quirks. In the context of the album, it is the beginning of an exploration of the idealized self to be fleshed throughout the album. Okay. I didn't hear her when she walked in, but I recognized her eyes. Her hair lifted as she stood still right there in the light. And she felt like a dream. I didn't know what to think. She looked like me. We stood mirrored till I leaned in, and then do you know what she did? She shot at me like an earthbound bullet. She wrapped her hands around my neck, and I felt love. Ordinary love. That old, familiar drug. Bang, bang, it's customary. America stole my fate. A love and a baby carriage. Turned my tongue, changed my name. Bang, bang, born unsteady. Cross my heart, cross the earth. Stone to carry. That's my curse. That's my name. Ha. Okay. Well, I don't want to get too hung up on the concept of maybe like her grandparents, whatever. But let's keep going. Cool opener. Very cool opener. Track 2 is called Killing Time. Let's jump in. Track 2. Here we go. Oh, yeah. I like the drums.
Spend my days patiently waiting for the night to creep. Yeah, chasing clouds, counting sheep. I don't know why, but we call it killing time.
Haha. Good use of like synth right there.
It's killing time.
I like how the vocals and the synth are bleeding together a little bit. Bad, dude. I love some of these sounds that just kind of come in and out. Oh, almost like a cascading kind of sound right there.
I don't think and I don't speak, but someone's got it out for me. How much longer will it be? I don't know why, but we call it killing time.
Let's want to do this. Just like fly around inside my living room. I like this. I like this outro. This is fucking awesome. Love the closing section of this song. This is great. This is amazing. Oh, God, I could have listened to that for another 5 minutes, honestly. Something that's striking me very early, you know, with the music videos included, obviously, but something I get to say every now and then, I feel like I haven't said in a while. I feel like they're playing, just play, you know? It feels like, I have no idea how hard it was for them to put this album together. But the way it's coming across, it has a feeling of playfulness to it. I think there's, but not to confuse playfulness with silliness. No. But like play, just let it go and let it be, and whatever it is what it is type of a thing. And you can do that while having some serious elements to it. Like that ending section was pretty serious, which is great. but it still existed in this realm of playing and letting it play out. You know, I briefly read that, or I read that short summary from the first track. I don't know, like, I'm going to try and figure this out, but at the same time, even like reading what other people are saying this is about, I feel like I'm not going to get it. Let's go to the lyrics. Spend my days patiently waiting for the night to creep. Chasing clouds, counting sheep, I don't know why, but we call it killing time. Always killing time. I don't care if I don't sleep, but somebody better pine for me. Without love, I'm without me. I don't know why, but we call it killing time. Never getting mine, always killing. Somebody better pine for me. Without love, I'm without me. I don't think and I don't speak, but somebody's got it out for me. How much longer will it be? I don't know why. We call it killing time, never getting mine. I'm looking in the mirror and swallowing the key. It only takes a minute to forget a week. Count up all the years that we spend asleep. If time is meant for living, why is it killing me? Like that part, I really don't know what to make of it. Let's click on some... Oh, this whole thing is annotated. Okay, let's click this and see what people say here. Narrators looking within themselves and trying to figure out what the key to life is. Only takes a minute to forget a week. Is another metaphor for dreaming, which may call back to the earlier line, I don't think and I don't speak. The outro also seemingly interpolates the outro to Red's The Red Telephone. They're locking them up today. They're throwing away the key. I wonder who it will be tomorrow, you or me. Okay. Is it worth noting that the aforementioned song also draws themes of imprisonment and death? So this annotation is looks like it's more, essentially speculation. Although I'm assuming that people who put these notes in have listened to the album multiple times and kind of have a more understanding of it than obviously I do. But it's also coming off as like speculation. Looking into the mirror and swallowing the key. Only takes a minute to forget a week. I don't know. Well, let's keep going. Track 3 is called True Blue Interlude. It's pretty short, about 2 minutes. Ha.
Say hello, it's you, the purest you. The next stage, the next phase is here. Instinctive, impatient, impossible, and memory, mirror, and membrane.
Ha.
Implanted, impatient, impossible, and memory.
I love the piano right there.
And membrane. Divine digits, the nightmare lives. It's here, Imaginal Disk. Say hello. It's you.
So I'm gonna go off the deep end here because I'm having a hard time making out what this is supposed to be. So I'm just gonna go with what I feel like it is, but it's also what I feel like it is heavily biased by my own like thoughts and opinions and what have you. So I think I've talked about this before. I'll try and kind of keep it brief. Essentially my view of existence is that there is no external God. Existence itself as a whole is God. We are part of God. And basically this is all just a dream in a sense. And so from that perspective, 10 years or 10 minutes ago, reflected in my eyes or floating behind yours, basically this is all just one. There's no separation. There's no you. There's no me. There's no that over there and this over here. It's all one thing. Existence is one thing. And yes, existence is full of trillions and trillions and trillions of things. But so are we, full of trillions and trillions and trillions of atoms and cells and what the hell have you, So it's all just It's all one thing. And so what she's saying here in this little interlude, the way I take this in, and I don't expect that this is what's being portrayed by the artist necessarily, or maybe what they're trying to say, but it's you, the purest you, is essentially you recognizing you are this, and this is you. And something that I found very beautiful, I maybe I've talked about this before, but so like last weekend we were out in the desert and it was super clear. The moon was all bright and stuff. And I remember seeing this video once. It was probably Alan Watts, but he was talking about, looking at the night sky and looking at all these things that are around us and just realizing that's you. That's you. And it probably sounds ridiculous and I'm not trying to convince you to believe it or anything like that. But what I am saying is that if you get to that mental state where you kind of let go of this pretense that we have of separation and just embrace the idea, the concept. You don't have to believe it or say it's true or anything like that, but just take in the concept and really let it soak in of everything is me. And then when you look up at the stars, you see you, and then you also realize that the stars are looking back at themselves because you're the stars. And then the other thing too is like with the Big Bang, this was something that always threw me off with the Big Bang, with Christianity and science and people who like argue back and forth about creation and the Big Bang. I feel like the Big Bang is essentially the scientific explanation of creation in a sense. Not that I necessarily believe in all that stuff, but I just never really understood why there was so much argument over it. But if everything started from the infinitely dense point of nothing, or if it started from some being going, that means we all burst out from the same starting point, which means all our source is all the same. So we're all made from the same thing. It's all part of the same deal, Anyway. So what am I actually trying to say here? I feel like that's what she's saying. I feel like that's what is being expressed here is it's you in your purest form, and you in your purest form is realizing there is no form. It's just this, and that's it. And when you kind of put that into perspective, then there's nothing to worry about. There's no rights and there's no wrongs. There's just existence, and it's beautiful and it's awful and it's bliss and it's terror and it's just everything. It's everything. And that's how this interlude kind of comes off to me as I sit on my headphone cable. So let's keep going. Not going to try and shove that idea into this album either. Just going to keep going and see whatever this is. Track 4 is called Image. I think we listened to this one. I think this was a music video. So I'll be familiar with this, but I already forgot how it goes. It's funny, I think I did hear this, but I already forgot. It's been a whole 45 minutes. I like how it kind of cycles up and down. Oh yeah, this was the music video with the sales show on the TV. Yeah. The drums aren't slacking either. The drums are putting us to work. And I do kind of like that, wee sound. I'm kind of on the fence over it, but it's growing on me.
But
crunchy in there, the crunchy. Shit's badass. Image is definitely a banger, for sure. Definitely a banger. Yeah, that was a great track. All right, let's go through lyrics. Let's try it. I'm having fun with this. It's because it's very vague. And there's been, people have made some good points in annotations. What's the best you've got? I forgot all my common sense. I need all the common sense. Time to start the clock from the top. I need confidence in medicine. But, oh my God, 22 more minutes. Meet your brand new image. Let's click this one. As Mica and Matt have shown throughout their videos for both Death, Romance, and Image, 2 is a common theme with 2 versions of Mica we see. Sure, yeah. One being the ethereal light Mica and the other dark, enigmatic Mica. So meet your brand new image may be in reference to the creation of the alternate version of herself made via the Doctor, while this version of her is more prevalent in the video. Also, we see Mica essentially running on a checkerboard on the single cover, playing into the dualistic theme more. Yeah, I agree with that. I was hoping there would be something more associated with the time, the 22 minutes, 21 minutes, just a few more minutes, 1 more minute. Oh my God, make me in your image. Along with the references to the Doctor as God, could be a reference to the Genesis creation story. Yeah, sure. It does seem like, in trying to keep the music videos in memory, it does seem like the 2 versions of the one self communicating with each other. Yes. But why? Maybe there is no why here. It's simply just a part of the story. I'm the best you've got, true or not. I've got common sense. I've got all the common sense. Time to let me in. Let's begin. There's no heaviness just over the precipice. So maybe this is more of a hesitation. Maybe it's a fear of letting go. Maybe. Probably my all-time favorite YouTube video ever is Fear of Enlightenment by Alan Watts. It's incredible. I heard a sound and I saw nothing to correspond with the sound. In it, it's just listen to it. It's fantastic, but it's basically talking about how people who want to find enlightenment refuse to just be enlightened and instead have to put themselves through all these exercises, all these things in order to earn it. Because in order to have something good, you have to suffer for it, right? And he sounds so great. So you can suffer for it. You can suffer. There's all these ways invented for you to do so. You can do all these crazy, ridiculous things in order to earn enlightenment. But at the end, you finally just give it all up and realize that there's nothing to realize, and you were just there from the beginning. Yeah. It's already there, whether you want it or not. It's already there. And so I feel like this aligns with that a little bit. But again, I have to be careful, because on one hand, I want to explain things and share perspective, but on the other hand, I don't want to wedge my idea into the album and create something that isn't there. This right here too, there's no heaviness just over the precipice. It definitely feels like a fear of letting go. A fear of letting go. So here's the annotation. Says, this calls back to the description of the copy being impatient back in the True Blue Interlude. The double wants to be free and is trying to show the narrator that doing the Imaginal Disk procedure is a good thing and will solve the narrator's problem. Sure. Yeah, sure. I like how I'm hesitant because it doesn't align with what I think. After I just got done saying, oh yeah, but I don't want to shove my idea into the album. And so I'm like, yeah, I don't know. There's people who have listened to the album multiple times and now are leaving notes to help solve the riddle. I don't know if they know what they're talking about. I've listened to 4 whole songs, you guys. All right, let's move on. Death Romance is the next one. It's track 5. This one was cool. This was a banger too. This is when the UFO blows up, as depicted by the picture there. Yeah. All right, here we go. Track 5, Death and Romance. This is a cool album. And I'm glad I can finally see the lyrics for what she's singing, because I can't make it out here. Yeah, I love that hit, man. That last part of the chorus, it reminds me of a song from the late 90s. It's kind of like a 90s anthem, one-hit wonder. I think it was called You Get What You Give, I think. Very nostalgic, 90s feeling song. But it was also at the end of the 90s, so there's a couple lines in there that essentially reference 90s culture and stuff. But I think it's called You Get What You Give. Good song. And there's just something about how she kind of cracks off that line, and I give and you give. It's reminiscent of that track, which I've always had a soft spot for that song. It's a good one. Such a great sound. Really great, just so rich in sound. So much going on, but it's not muddied at all. Love that drum section right through there. It's so good. Good patience on bringing it back down too. I like how they work themselves out of this track. I'm gonna pause it there because it sounds like it's a transition, so I'll save it there. For the record too, so I have a sister-in-law and she needs a bunch of songs, and so I've been slowly making a playlist for her over time, and that song just got added to it, so she can check that one out. Today or Tuesday on the Red Star, we too late, too far. Wait hours for your car, too late, too far. My hands, your hands, I'll hold forever. No way I'll break hold. No, not ever. I give and you give. It's all that we have. Nothing is fair in death and romance. It's all that we have. Nothing is fair in death and romance. Monday through an echo feels like heaven, feels like heartache. You run street lights like halo. As the rains fall, are the rain are we too far? I thought this part is important. This dance won't end. It goes forever. Romance and death keep us together. And I feel like this is like the cyclical nature of just life and death. And I feel like this feeds into an idea of yes, we may love and we may die, but then we're both born again, and then we love each other again, and then die, and it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. I did some death grips right there. I didn't realize. Let's read this annotation. Again, the narrator is convinced that they are star-crossed lovers and that their feelings for one another are too strong. Their fear of losing one another keeps them together, but that's also what screwed up the relationship. I don't know if I agree with that. No way I'll break cold, not ever. Death romance. Nothing is fair in death romance. You give, that's all you have. Feels like heaven, feels like... Well, no, maybe you're right. I'm shoving my own ideas in again. Because there's nothing... there's nothing really that's specifically saying how it... Although this dance won't end, it goes forever. And that's the thing, too. Existence, in a sense, is a bit of a dance. For something to live, something else must die. And for something else, in order to come into being... it comes from something else that has died. You can't have life without death. And that's always persisting. That's always going. Always. There's a song, Feed the Tree. That's a 90s jam. That's a good song. So take your hat off, boy, when you're talking to me, and be there while I feed the tree. And I never understood what the fuck that's supposed to mean. And I realized one day, this girl has died. Her grave is there, but by a tree, and he's there talking to her. So take your hat off as a sign of respect, while her body decomposes into the earth and becomes nutrients for the tree. It's just a constant cycle. So that's what I get from that. This dance won't end. It goes forever. Romance and death keep us together. And I feel like they, as entities, these two people, essentially in almost like understanding that it goes forever, they're transcending the end and just permanently staying in the cycle of romance and death. And so that's why, where was it? It feels like heaven, it feels like heartache. Like, if you're going to go through it all again, right? At the beginning, you would be excited. Oh my God, yes, here's this person again, and we're back together again, and now we get to have all that love. But you also know we're going to go through another batch where we die again, and you have to go through that. You have to suffer through that again. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I'm overthinking it probably, and I'm ignoring annotations. As I do. Okay, track 6 is called Fear Sex. Dropping in track 6. Here we go. Oh, I didn't capture the fucking transition. God damn. I'm dumb. You guys. I'm dumb. Huh. Oh yeah, I heard this part. This was at the end of the video. Again, I love this just element of play. It almost sounds like laughter, doesn't it? Right there. I wonder if that's supposed to be that evil doctor guy. Red-faced starfish man. Please don't die alone overhead. I'll surrender to the voices in the end. Should have known those dirty bastards would put wires in your head. Are you there? all alone, lost and forever. Let's click this annotation so I can disagree with it. The narrator is destroyed emotionally. They have voices telling them that they're going to die alone, perhaps a callback to killing time when they were desiring love, and are starting to believe it in their grief. They blame outside influence for their relationship falling apart rather than taking accountability. They reach out one last time and realize the ex has perhaps cut them off. Okay, let's click this annotation. Through an open door, I'm where I was before. Cheers to what we had. Oh, okay. That makes sense in the terms of like a breakup, I suppose. Let's see. Let's click this. The narrator is left alone, missing their lost love. The ex wants to move on, but the narrator pines for them to take them back and heal their heartbreak. Which is interesting that they use the word pine, because that was probably on purpose, because I think track 1, as long as somebody's pining for me, right? Someone misses me. I can't remember what song it was. Verse 1, so you stand in a broken war. You fall upon your sword. Cheers to what you had. You said forgive and forget, then got me into this mess. Let's click this annotation. The two characters from Death or Romance have broken up despite the narrator from that song being convinced they'd stay together. In this song, they blame their ex for the end of the relationship. The ex seems to ask for forgiveness, but the narrator is upset with them for feeling the feelings they're stuck in now. The war, and more specifically falling on the sword, is likely reference to Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra, where at the climax of the play, Antony intentionally falls upon his sword after hearing that Cleopatra has died. You stand in a broken war, you fall upon your sword. Cheers to what you had. You said forgive and forget, then got me into this mess. I don't disagree with this part about, Anthony intentionally falls upon his sword after hearing that Cleopatra's died. This was a lie, but the still alive Cleopatra to make... Oh, by the still alive Cleopatra to make Anthony jealous. I'm sending out of distress. Send me out... So get me out of this. What keeps making that sound? Where are the cats? Both cats are accounted. That's just what's throwing me off. There's a sound, like something's in the house moving, but both cats are over there, sleeping. Very comfy. They look quite comfortable. Today's like a nice cold gray day outside, and they're all snuggled up in their little fluffy pillow bed things and look all nice and warm and soft and cuddly. And then fucking something's over there making sound. But it's only like every now and then. It sounds like a box shifting, but ain't no boxes over there. I don't know what's going on. I'm glad it's 10:30 in the morning and not 3 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Oh, I'll tell a quick scary story. So, and it's funny. It's not scary. Had a friend stay with us a couple years ago because he was between houses and stuff, and so he had set up. You can't see it, but like our kitchen island's over there. And he had set up his desk there with his computer and stuff. And so he'd hang out there. Okay, great. He'd stay he was the night owl, so he'd stay up late. Well, over the weekend, we went to like a birthday party, and I don't know if it was our sons or whoever, but we brought back a balloon, like a helium, what is it, the little metallic balloon? I forget what the material's called. And it was in the other room. So one night, my friend's sitting there at his desk, and all the lights are off. He's just, just the light from the monitor, basically. And he's sitting there, and he says he sees something in the corner of his eye, just like, kind of like moving, like floating. And what it was that Mylar, that Mylar balloon, the helium-filled balloon, had like lost some of its, helium, and so it's like drift down from the ceiling, and then like the AC or whatever had kicked on, and so it just kind of like it started slowly moving through the house. So for a split second, all he saw was just like this floating head thing. He said he fucking freaked out. Just freaked the fuck out. All alone in the dark, middle of the night. Oh my God. That's funny. Very funny. I heard it again. I don't know what's going on. Let's keep listening to music so I can't hear whatever that is. We're just going to stick with the annotations. I want to argue it, but I don't know why I want to argue it. I think it's probably like an ego thing. I want to be like, oh, look how smart I am. But I'm not smart. I agree with, they're broken up for sure. But I really want to know this. Should have known those dirty bastards would put wires in your head. That is so specific. And it's even in the video, the you know? So what the fuck's that about? I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to track 7, which is called Vampire in the Corner, which was not a video. All right, here we go. Dropping in track 7. I like how this sounds already.
Vampire in the corner, am I scaring you off? I wanna dance, I wanna learn how to love. Someone call the corner, cause you're breaking my heart, my God. I think I might have loved you too much. Baby on a burner, am I throwing things off? I didn't mean to make a fuss. Vampire in the corner, just a bump in the dark, my God. It's only cause I love you too much. I wanna make you mine.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
Told you 1,000 times. Someone call the corner, cause you're breaking my heart, my God. I think I might have loved you too much.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Make you mine. Told you 1,000 times. I'm your Valentine.
Oh, you even like fucked up the beat right there. Nice. Yeah, this shit's bad, dude.
Don't wanna let you down. You're my
Oh, it drops right into watching TV too. Vampire in the Corner might be my favorite. I loved everything about that. I love that beautiful beginning. I love how it built up. I love how it dropped away from that like piano and then kind of like dun 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 dun. Vampire in the Corner. Am I scaring you off? Which is an interesting question, right? Because usually the vampire will feed off of you. Usually you're afraid of the vampire. But here the question is, am I scaring you off? I want to dance, I want to learn how to love. Someone call the corner because you're breaking my heart. I think I might have loved you too much. Baby on a burner. Am I throwing things off? I don't really understand that. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to make a fuss. Vampire in the Corner. Just a bump in the dark. My God, it's only because I loved you too much. I want to make you mine. Told you 1,000 times. I'm your Valentine. Show you around. Don't let you down. Sorry like a flower that never gets any sun. I hang my head down. Let the bees do their buzz. You're my rainy day that's starting to flood. It's only because I love you too much. So I feel like verse 2 is just an expansion on the idea. So like if you're a flower, no sun, you're going to be all withered and weak and droopy, and the bees can't, what the hell? Where's the blossom, right? And the rain's beating the petals down, and it's starting to flood. Vampire in the Corner. Let's keep going. I think I am really just overthinking this. But I'm just really trying to pair this together with this theme that started in the beginning of, looking in the mirror and she looked just like me, and these two entities talking to each other. I didn't know what to think. She looked just like me. Anyway, I don't know. Whatever. Loving the sound though. Loving the sound. And I love trying to figure things out in terms of lyrics. I love that. It's just as much fun to me as hearing incredible music. When there's something else that goes along with it, it makes the music even more enjoyable. Okay, this is track 8 called Watching TV. Jumping in. Here we go. I already feel like this is perspective from the other person. I like the I love all the elements of sound. The piano, the bass, a little bit of drums, the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, nice little drrr. Ah, interesting. Nice swell sound there. Oh, and I like the goo. That's great. Oh, this sounds amazing. That was great too. Here I said Vampire in the Corner is part of my bass. That was amazing. I feel like this song is from the perspective of the other person. So like if Vampire in the Corner, Vampire in the Corner, am I scaring you off? Then this song is from the perspective of the vampire essentially. So Vampire in the Corner, I want to dance, I want to learn how to love, you're breaking my heart, I loved you too much, I didn't mean to make a fuss, I loved you too much, I want to make you mine 1,000 times. And now it's like maybe a little bit of time has gone by, and so now this would be the perspective from the vampire of too much watching TV, it's going to rot you from the inside out. If you want to reach me, just leave a message and we'll work it out. Let's see. Hello, how are you? Just wanted to say I miss you, so call me back someday. Maybe not. Maybe not. If you want to be clean, you got to scrub until the blood comes out. Get the spots in between, slip your skin right off, and hang it out. Look out behind you. The shadows are near. They know what's been wrong with you all these years. It's time to meet the monsters around you, the monsters inside you. All that's left to bother me are dreams forgotten in the deep. It's not me. Nothing left to follow me. Nothing hanging underneath. It's not me. Let's click some of these annotations. Talking about influence, social media. Media can have. Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Just false ideas, right? How it can give you. Well, here, let's just read the annotation because I'm gonna halfway explain it explain it poorly. The media has on someone and how it can shape, inform, and corrupt them with false information and fantasies. Sure. Heartbroken. It could still be from her. If you want to let's click this one. The narrator realizes that they need a full reset. They need to become an entirely new person in order to become clean because the relationship has left them battered and broken emotionally. Yeah, sure. I guess it's not from the perspective of the other. Still the same person. This annotation is interesting. For look out behind you, the shadows are near. They know what's been wrong with you all these years. These shadows in this line is a realization creeping up on the narrator of the root of their problems. Sure. And I agree with that. It rolls into the idea of meeting the monsters around you and the monsters inside you. Basically, you have to face these issues that you have. Great sound on that song. Great sound. Let's keep going. This is a confusing album to understand in terms of like the concept, but it's fun all the same. This is track 9. It's called Tunnel Vision. And let's jump into track 9. I think it actually started rolling. Here we go. Tunnel Vision. This is going to be fun to listen to without pausing between tracks. It's just going to roll. Coming right off the heels of the monsters and the shadows around you. And, time to meet them. Great sound. Oh, that was cool. These little sounds and shit, man. Good drum fill. This is so fun to listen to. Yeah, that was fucking cool. This is super catchy, right? Oh, what? This is great. Now we got 2 minutes of music. This is, like I was saying before, the essence of just play. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Wow. It does kind of like sound like a tunnel vision. Just like wow. But almost like a searchlight type of a thing. God, it's crazy. I didn't want it to end. That was awesome. So the last 3 songs have been my favorite songs. Vampire the Core is my favorite. No, wait, Watching TV is my favorite. No, wait, Tunnel Vision is my favorite. Holy shit, man. Like, that 12 minutes of music is fantastic. That's a fantastic run right there. I love all 3 of those songs. Interesting song too in terms of lyrics because, we get this whole, I especially like this. I learn of right and wrong. I learn to follow one. And suddenly I can breathe. I turn my headlights on. I'm aware of all my parts. And suddenly I see everything wrong. Then I get tunnel vision closing in over me. I forget with love my witness. I can stand on my feet. I fall back and I see tunnel vision closing in over me. Can I get out? Can I get out? I burn my candle out so nobody else can. I've learned what made me start. What turned me on. Now I'm scared of all my parts because suddenly I can see everything that's wrong. Then I get tunnel vision closing in over me. I forget with love of my witness. I can stand on my 2 feet, on my feet or whatever. So it's like this great little cycle of trying to self-analyze and going, okay, what is it that's... And I'm going to go a little bit more abstract and kind of go in line with what the annotations are talking about of, what's going on? Like, I love this person too much. I chase them off. I got to figure out what's going on inside of me. What are my monsters in me and around me or whatever? And then maybe having the strength and the bravery to do so and starting to become aware of your own personal issues and then going, oh, shit. No, never mind. No. But actually, now that I say that out loud, I feel like even that's wrong because suddenly I see everything wrong. Then I get tunnel vision. So it's not like I see it on my own and then freak out and shove it away. No, then I get tunnel vision closing in over me. I forget with love as my witness, I can stand on my feet. So maybe what it actually is fixating on flaws and then forgetting that people will love you because of your flaws sometimes, in spite of your flaws, usually, right? But sometimes because of what you perceive as a flaw. But then the tunnel vision is an idea, to me, I take it as the idea of like just hyper fixating on this one thing, and here's this flaw, and here's why I'm broken, and I forget with love as my witness, I can stand. I just fall back and I see, can I get out, can I out? And then this whole bit, I burn my candle out so nobody else can see. And so I feel like it's the idea, this essence of being afraid of your flaw, and being so afraid of your own flaw, you won't let somebody else see your flaw, even though the person that loves you doesn't mind that flaw. Because we all have flaws. We all have imperfections, and we all have issues and problems and things that, we're broken in certain ways. So it's like this, oh my God, it's because of this thing and I did it wrong, and now I have to hide this thing, when really that's not it at all. And in a sense, it is almost a full circle moment where here's this person who wants love, but in loving so much, they push the other person away. And then in pushing somebody away, they try to figure out why. And then in finding why, they find their flaw and they hate it, or they want to hide it. And in doing so, they forget what love actually does when it comes to flaw. I don't know. That's what I got from that. Kind of a jumbled mess there, which you should be used to by now. Oh, good. Love is everywhere. Let's roll the next track. It's called Love is Everywhere, because I feel like this portion I have a hold of. So let's keep going before I come up with something stupid or ridiculous to derail myself. Here we go. Here's track 10. Love is Everywhere. Why have I heard this before? I've heard this before. Where I've heard this before. Where have I heard this before? Oh, this sounds very, very similar to one of the songs off of Let's Start Here. Yeah. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to ruin this for you guys here. Let's start here. Which one was it? It's like, well, actually, you know what? No, never mind. I don't want to spend 10 minutes screw around. But that's very, very similar to one of the songs off of Let's Start Here. That opening section. Let's listen to it and we'll back it up, and then I won't talk through it again. But this is very, very similar to a track off of Let's Start Here. And it's all anyway, here we go. Here's starting over, track 10, Love is Everywhere. Love is everywhere if you want it. I like that. Dreams so big of a half like mine, sunny side up and ready to fly. Love the little guitar off to the side. Oh, very cool. Very good. Very good. This one's cool. This one's cool. I like the other three so much, though. So much. And this one is throwing me off with the similarity from that Lil Yachty song. Ha. Yeah, that was great. That was great. I gotta look it up. I'm sorry. We're gonna jump into Let's Start here real quick. It's not Black Seminole. It's not The Ride, is it? No. Is it Running Out of Time? Yeah. Maybe it's not as similar as I thought it was. Anyway, it's track 3, Run Out of Time. Oh wait, this little part. That yeah. It's everywhere. Yeah. Anyway, okay, well there you go. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I was a little crazy. Love is everywhere if you want it there. Look inside through holes in the sky. The falling days bring tears to my eye. Which makes me think back to track 1, or if it was track 1, Killing Time. You know, always kind of passing the days away or waiting for the night to creep in, Killing Time. Heaven's always watching, dreams so big of a hive like mine, sunny side up and ready to fry. Heaven's always out for love, love is everywhere. Always doing what I should, I'd turn back, do it right if I could. Always doing what I should, start thinking about the bad and the good. The bad in the good, not and, the bad in the good. Which you could also say, maybe, you know, the flaws within a person I love, type of a thing. Bit by bit, you shovel it, building an image to judge you for what you did. Wrap it, pack it, throw it with all the shit. There's always room for love is everywhere. Look inside through the sky all around us. Is there a summary for this track? No. What was that part? Oh, God, where was it? Thinking about the bad and the good. Here, let's see what this is. Narrative goes with their gut set of logic, what they think. But this is the downvoted annotation. Oh, no. Tough album. That was me trying to say challenging album, and tough album. So, tough album to decipher. It's vague. I don't know. I feel like it is specific, but it's also esoteric. It's just kind of hard to figure out. I don't have a whole lot to say about that one, I suppose. The next one's only a minute long. Feeling DiskInserted, which is a play off words DiskInserted, which means I forget what disconcerted means, but good little change of spelling there to capture it into the theme of the album. So let's drop in. I guess it's 11. It's only a minute long. I suppose I'll let it run until that's my floor, I suppose. Might as well, I suppose. Okay, here we go. Here's track 11, Feeling DiskInserted. Huh. It's very, very grand. I'll let it roll into 12, that's my floor. Trippy. Huh. Oh, that's a bass in there.
Tell me when I whisper in your ear, does it make you wanna disappear? Nasty little something said to turn you inside out. Took the elevator in a fire, kissing me along just took me higher. Never really noticed you're a sentimental guy. That's my floor.
Okay, yeah. I did hear this one. Yeah. This is the one where they electrocute the guy with the guitar. God, this song is amazing. The sound. So crunchy. Yeah. Look at the banger right here. Oh yeah, this is where the claymation birds were flying by. So spacey right here. Oh my god. Yeah, the guitar comes in. I like how it's almost like a strained guitar sound. That's a great one. That's my floor is a great one. The lyrics. Tell me when I whisper in your ear, does it make you want to disappear? Nasty little something said to turn you inside out. Took the elevator in a fire, pressing the alarm just took me higher. Never really noticed you're a sentimental guy. That's my floor. I'm coming up to the party and I want more. So open up for me. Life's a chore, but floating above the lobby, that's my door. I let it open me. Do you know what's waiting down the hall? Is your body pinned against a wall? People used to think about the meaning of it all, so maybe if I opened up my mind, I could really learn to look alive. Never really noticed I'm the transcendental type. That's my floor. What is this song about? This is trippy, man. I'm coming up to the party and I want more. I want to say floors as in different levels. Different levels of awareness. But I have no idea. No idea. Let's click on I don't know. Even the annotations are all, just kind of unreviewed and speculation and stuff like that. Huh. I don't know. Challenging. Very challenging. I do like the la 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 being annotated. Let's click this. Oh, this is a long ass annotation. I'm not reading all this. I'm not reading all that. As I sit here and read it quietly. Here, all right, here, hold on. We'll drag this over, okay? So you guys can see too. It's a long ass one. Here we go. Okay. Here's what it says for those listening. The nature of this entire song is opening yourself mentally and facing whatever comes your way. This song is 2 tracks after Tunnel Vision, a song similarly about being aware of all parts of yourself, ugly or not, while this song emphasizes embracing all of those parts, whether they are self-destructive or not. The music video in this song features a character not present in any of the other videos and has seemed to amass a cult following. She has a red color scheme similar to the Doctor and seems to directly contrast True Blue. Near the end of this music video, this character implants wires into the heads of her supposed cult members, resulting in the discs in their head being removed. While it's not exactly clear what this does, these cult members begin to spaz out and collapse, and they're thrown up on the floor, of course, potentially killing them. This seems to surprise her as they begin to start to seize and collapse. Her facial expressions and body language get more concerned and panicky. In summary, this song seems to highlight what happens when you do let everything in you and when you do let everything in and you embrace your own inner demons. It can lead to destructive behaviors that cause you to hurt people close to you. As important as it is to embrace your flaws, it can lead to unhealthy behaviors that can lead to the hurt of yourself and others. It is also important to note that this red character was revealed to have been tainted by her own doing in the Magdalena Bay Discord AMA. Huh. Okay, so basically nobody knows what the fuck this stuff is, what it's about, right? Oh, that's shit. I'm moving the wrong window. Nobody knows, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm taking comfort in that everybody's guessing, just like I'm guessing. I do know that. Oh, what the hell happened? I do know that la 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 just means la 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 la. Like that's it. That's what that means. Let's keep going. There's 3 more tracks. This one's called "Cry for Me." It's about 5 minutes. And let's just drop in. You know, I've kind of given up trying to figure out what this album's about. There's been bits and pieces I can maybe decipher a little bit, but on the whole, like what the theme is and what is actually going on, no, I have no idea. I wonder if these two people, when they made this, if they were very, very high. Must have been so high. Okay, here comes track 13, "Cry for Me." The sound is awesome. Oh, love the bass line. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. The synths get like stressed out. Huh. I like this one a lot already. This is a jam. Oh, wow. Wow. It's like overload. That's like that laugh again. Oh, very cool. It's like a transition within its own song there. Yeah, dude. I really like this one. This might be my favorite. So far I have 4 favorites. And they're all my favorite off the album. This one's great. Yeah. Yeah. This is actually my favorite. The others that were my favorite, they're still my favorite. This is my favorite. This is fucking amazing. Yeah, that song's great. Great. So much energy. So much energy in that one. And it sounds amazing. I feel like they finally blew the top off this whole thing with that one. That was great. Cry for Me is great. Great. I already want to hear that. Hold on. Let's go through this a little bit. What's funny is the lyrics are pretty much just repeat. Thinking of you from a road that has no bends, bound to get lost, but the dogs don't stand a chance. What in the flying hell? Okay, here's what the annotation says. When a three-dimensional being travels through a universe with more than 3 dimensions, for that being, it may seem like they're moving in a straight line. Multidimensional travel would still be very confusing for someone that isn't used to it, which is why the doctor is bound to get lost. I don't know, that's all fucked up. A separate three-dimensional being without multidimensional travel would see the first blip in and out of existence, which is why the dogs won't stand a chance. Sure, bro. If you say so. I don't fucking know. I love this line, though. Plenty of time here to nurture consequence. That's a great line. If you don't hear back, then God had other plans. I leave all my dregs to all my progeny. I don't know what that means, progeny. As Mica said in the Vulture interview, she is singing from the point of view of a villain. This verse might be pointing to the doctor referred to here as God. Dregs mean the worst part of something, the part that is worthless. She leaves it to her progenies. The doctor's... Okay. I give up. I'm trying to figure this out. I give up. Whatever you guys say. I have no fucking idea what this album's about. It sounds amazing. I love Cry for Me, and I heard 2 seconds of piano on Angel on a Satellite, so we're just going to move on. All along there was, as I stop and read lyrics, all along there was a story. Spare me all the allegories, please. I'm down on my knees. Share a little kiss, and that's forever. Think of love when you remember me. I'm standing right over here. This song is amazing. That outro was so good. And it was 5 minutes, and it felt like 2 minutes. I want to just listen to it over and over again. Cry for Me was fantastic. Let's move on to Angel on a Satellite, which will probably be my next new favorite song off the album. It's track 14. Here we go. Let's drop in. You know an album's pretty good when every song is like, oh, that's my favorite. Oh, wait. No, that's my favorite. No, this is my favorite. I like the soft little hand drums.
That's why I'm always dancing. Damn man, play that thing. Makes me think of summer winds and places that I know. Just the ones I love to go. I swear that through your eyes, everything is brighter all the time. Everything is turning all the damn man. Play that thing. Keep on pulling at my strings. I never wanna stop. So shout it from the mountaintops. You always see the sky. Angel on a satellite. Angel on a satellite.
This is beautiful too, man. This is great. Bit of drum dropping in, some string dropping in, with like a cool warp on it.
Damn man, play that thing. Keep on pulling at my strings. 'Cause when I see me through your eyes, I love me so. Don't leave my side. You always
Oh, that's
see
a
the
beautiful
sky.
line.
Angel on the satellite.
That's a beautiful line.
Angel on a satellite.
Because when I see me through your eyes, I love me. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I mean, it's kind of sad, especially in the idea of somebody, who might be on a quest for self-love. But maybe it's the first step, Maybe in seeing how somebody else sees you, you won't get tunnel visions on your own flaws. That's a beautiful line. Beautiful piano, beautiful song, beautiful album. Oh my God. How do they just keep doing it? I don't understand how artists can keep making good music. It's all been made. It's all been done, right? Because when I see me through your eyes, I love me, so don't leave my side. Beautiful. Beautiful. I swear that through your eyes, everything is brighter all the time. Everything is turning off, and damn man, play that thing, keep on pulling up my strings. Huh. 1,000 eyes turn to stone in monochrome. Surprise, surprise, they turn to smile at the same time. Fuck if I know what that's supposed to mean. No idea. Beautiful song. Beautiful song. All right, there's one more track closing out Imaginal Disk. It's produced by Matthew Lewin and Mica Tenenbaum. The Ballad of Matt and Mica. Final track. Here we go. Drop it in. Track 15. Such fun production on this album.
Long way into nowhere. 2 years from home.
Oh.
Fly high over Celis.
Whoa. I wasn't ready for that shit.
That's why I'm the greatest. I keep shining the sun.
Oh, whoa, they slowed it down from tempo. Wow.
Two kids in a new town, baby. It's my turn. Small town fame. Bang, bang, and a happy ending down the line through my veins. Not ordinary. Not ordinary. Oh, it's in my heart. It's in my brain. Light love and a song to carry. Killing time.
Wow, the sound.
Bang, bang, never ending. It's in my life. It's in my veins. Not ordinary, not ordinary.
Ha. Ah, ba 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 ba. This like synth, it's almost like it's like this hovering presence. Not ordinary, killing time every day, bang bang. Let's go to the first track. Down the line, 2 kids in the military turn their tongue to shame. Bang bang, and it's customary, ordinary, not ordinary. Bang bang, and it's customary. America stole my fate. The love and a baby carriage turned my tongue, changed my name. Bang bang, born unsteady. Cross my heart. So this is the first song. That's my curse, that's my name, bang bang, and it's customary. Open heart, old cliche, 2 kids in a new town, baby. Is it my turn? Small time fame. Bang bang and a happy ending. Down the line through my veins, not ordinary. Is it my heart? Is it my brain? Love and a song to carry, which there was the thing about a baby being carried, right? The first one. 1 year, then a baby's carried. So now a song to carry. Killing time every day. Bang bang, never ending. Is it my luck? Is it my fate? Long way to nowhere. 2 years from home. Is this like their career so far? Most days are for nothing. I keep kicking this down. It's been over 2 years since Magdalena released their previous album. Huh. Oh, I keep kicking this down. Let's read this annotation. This is mention of a stone in the opening track, which is said to represent carrying the weight of Mica's parents fleeing from German invasion, Second World War. The mentioning of the stone here would then suggest the weight of the past is still carried, although it is less burdensome. Kicking a stone down the road is a common metaphor for putting off dealing with something, sure. Putting these two ideas together, it could be said that although Mica is not as weighed down by her intergenerational trauma as she once was, she is still hesitant to directly confront it. Maybe. I like this chorus a lot. Open heart, old cliche, 2 kids in a new town. You know, I just think about them being on tour, right? Doing what they're doing. Is it my turn? Small time fame. What an experience, man. Like, I don't know what to say in terms of what the album's about. But on one hand, I think to myself, well, thank God I can't make any sense of it, heads or tails, because I won't think about it again for a second. I'll just listen to the music. And the music is phenomenal. It's really good. I have like 7 favorite songs. Each one of those 7 songs is my favorite song off the album. And there's like 7 of them. I mean, you know you're having a good time, and you know the music you're hearing is pretty good when you just, song after song, oh, this is my favorite, for sure. Oh, no, actually, this is my favorite. No, this is my favorite. The Vampire in the Corner, Watch TV Television was a great run. Cry for Me was amazing. Angel on Satellite was good. I mean, Image is great, of course. Death and Romance, of course. Huh. I don't know what to make of it, heads or tails, in terms of what it's actually about. But it sounds like I'm not the only one, so that brings me a little bit of comfort. We're all stupid together. Yeah. Wow, man. Wow. Well, there's the first reaction for 2025. I'm very happy with that. Not that I want to, and I said this the other one, I'll say it again here. I'm not trying to get away from hip hop. But variation is important to me. Variety is important. Last year, 2024, summertime, whenever it was, I listened to the A$AP Rocky album. And I think it was shortly after having listened to a trap album. I was just really not interested in hearing some of that kind of lyrical content, because to me, I just get so bored. I feel like I've heard it said so many times before. So it doesn't impress me. Especially, and it's kind of a double whammy when they're presented in a way that's supposed to be, they're bragging. And it's like, if you're bragging about something that does not impress me at all, now I'm even less impressed, right? But all that to say, when I choose albums week to week, I'm trying to put some variety in them, which can be hard because obviously I haven't heard them before. I pick them out. But when it's a trap artist, and when it's like a 90s gangster rap album, or maybe it's like something like Yeet or whatever, right? Like there's variety between them. And so I think for me as a listener and someone who loves music, having the opportunity to sit down with something like this, which is just totally different, it's great. Because then as I come back around to some of these other things that maybe I'm not as interested in, but I do still check out, I'm not like, this again, Because if I were to do like 4 gangster rap albums in a row, like one each week for a month, I'd be so fucking sick and tired of it. I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to listen to this anymore. But this was cool, man. This was very, very cool. And, I have to say too, because this came out recently. End of August. Oh, okay. So it's been out for a couple months. I'm listening to it 4 months later. There's a lot of praise around this album. I don't want to say necessarily hype, but people were just buzzing, talking about this. And every now and then I wonder, will it live up to what people have said? And yes, it did. Yes, this was great listen. Great listen. Okay, y'all. There you go. Take care. We'll see you soon.